Travelers are now venturing further than ever before, in search of the path less traveled to test their mettle and completely disconnect from an increasingly modern world. Here are 5 off-grid experiences that will help you unleash your inner adventurer. These 5 trips all push the envelope, whether it be an ephemeral experience like a low-impact pop-up camp that is present now and vanishes in the blink of an eye, or a journey to a remote location to experience a way of life as ancient as the stars. Number 5. Travel the Kii Peninsula of Japan on foot. For more than 1,000 years, pilgrims have traversed the Kodo, or Old Ways, of Kansai, a network of meandering pathways that connect sacred sites throughout the Kii Peninsula with the ancient cities of Nara and Kyoto. As of today, the Kumano Kodo continues to attract travelers who are seeking to expand their spiritual horizons while simultaneously challenging their physical limits. Kumano Kodo is one of only 2 pilgrimage routes in the world to have been granted UNESCO World Heritage status, the other being the Camino de Santiago. It is a reflection of the Shinto tradition of nature devotion. Its 7 marked footpaths traverse some of the most remote regions of Honshu Island, including the windswept Pacific coast and the dense camphor and cypress forests of the Kii Mountains. The Kumano Kodo is not a simple journey. It is intended to be a religious experience in and of itself, and the trail can be challenging. The Nakahechi route, which is more accessible, is preferred by the Japanese royal family. It follows earthen paths that are adorned with traditional stone Ishidoro lamps and leads to the 3 Kumano Sanzan shrines, Hongu Taisha, Hayatama Taisha, and Nachi Taisha. Instructions: proceed by walking. Japan coordinates a 9-day Kumano Kodo pilgrimage from Osaka to Ise, during which devotees reside in traditional inns and pilgrims' lodgings. Prices commence at 2,200 pounds per person, with 2 individuals sharing. Number 4. Interact with the Kalash tribe in the highlands of Pakistan. Pakistan occasionally appears in the news for the wrong reasons. However, adventurous travelers will be rewarded with vast mountain ranges, expansive deserts, and isolated communities that rarely interact with foreigners. This is a destination that is truly adventurous, off the beaten path, and incredibly beautiful. Visitors can immerse themselves in the natural environment while learning about the local legends of the sultans and jinns that are still believed to inhabit the country's untamed interior. Some of the most breathtaking scenery in the Hindu Kush mountain range is situated in northern Pakistan. Despite its extensive length of over 2,000 miles and its intersection with 8 countries, tribes such as the 3,000-strong Kalash people, who inhabit landscapes of meandering mountain creeks and valleys ablaze with wildflowers, have largely remained untouched by the ravages of Soviet occupation and Taliban conflicts. Their way of life has remained largely unaltered for centuries. Pakistan's Swat Valley, which was previously inaccessible to visitors, has been compared to Switzerland due to its snow-capped peaks and verdant pastures. Wild Frontiers provides a 23-day tour of Pakistan that encompasses the valleys of the Hindu Kush, Karakoram, and Himalayas, with a focus on mountain communities and magnificent scenery. Guides, accommodation, and transportation are included in the price of 5,725 pounds per person. WildFrontiersTravel.com. Number 3. Travel to the end of the world on equestrian. Tierra del Fuego, an archipelago located off the southernmost point of the South American mainland, is truly the final frontier. This sobriquet is no exaggeration. It dangles off the edge of the map like a silver charm. To explore the most physically demanding regions of Patagonia, one must possess the tenacity to travel beyond the port of Ushuaia, which serves as the starting point for voyages to the Antarctic. Ferdinand Magellan, who was captivated by the distant flames of the indigenous Fuegian people's camps he observed from his ship, devised the name Tierra del Fuego in 1520, which is shared between Argentina and Chile. The Land of Fire is a relentless landscape of ancient glaciers, desolate tundra, and rugged mountains that is now largely uninhabited. The Beagle Channel and the mineral-infused Laguna Esmeralda are visible from marked footpaths in the 243-square-mile Tierra del Fuego National Park. However, the genuine expedition commences beyond the park's boundaries. As travelers traverse the trails from estancia cattle ranches to estancia, wild guanacos and Andean condors soar overhead. Method: in collaboration with Jacotango, Black Saddle coordinates horseback expeditions throughout the Argentinian Tierra del Fuego. Marcos Villamil, who spent 2 years guiding in Patagonia, is the leader of the tours. Before this, he cycled the entire length of Argentina. Prices commence at £3,780 per individual. Number 2, become a castaway in the Outer Hebrides. One of Europe's last virgin habitats, the Outer Hebrides is an arc of remote islands off the western coast of Scotland. It is a location where the laws of nature must be adhered to and where some daring travelers come to challenge themselves both physically and mentally. From unspoiled mountains to moors and macaire grasslands, each of the 70 islands has its own unique personality and geographical characteristics. The untamed Atlantic waves have sculpted shell sand beaches, skerries, sea locks, and sheltered harbors throughout millennia. The Hebridean Way, a 200-mile cross-island route between Vatersay and Lewis, is accessible by foot or bicycle. Untamed islands such as Terrancé, which has been devoid of permanent residents since 1974 and was the site of the BBC's Castaway 2000 reality show, provide a glimpse into self-sufficiency and off-the-grid living. Modern-day castaways are obligated to adhere to a lifestyle that is governed by the ocean's rhythms. Additionally, they must acquire traditional Hebridean survival skills, such as the ability to construct nets and tan fish skins. Method: Arvival's 3 packages, Wild Waters, Survive and Thrive, and Taste the Wild, are organized by survival and outdoor specialists. Each package emphasizes a distinct aspect of life in the Outer Hebrides, and guests are accommodated in luxurious Bell tent camps. The cost of a 3-night experience begins at £6,600 per person. Number 1. Discover solitude in the Mongolian taiga. True seclusion is a rare privilege in a world that is interconnected. Mongolia, a landlocked country where the eternal steppe is a celebration of solitude, offers travelers the opportunity to unwind and disconnect. While numerous individuals seek solitude in the harsh deserts of the Gobi, only a small number persist in their exploration of the taiga in the far north. The boreal forest, which extends beyond the borders of Russia, is a component of the Earth's greatest land biome. The Korodal-Saradag Mountains, a haunting array of phosphorite peaks adorned with snow, encircle the moss-cloaked marshes, where the fortress of pine and larch trees, which appears impenetrable, stands vigilant. The Mongolian taiga is a desolate region in the most literal sense of the term. Lake Kuvsgul, situated 560 miles northwest of Ulaanbaatar, the capital city of Mongolia, is the optimal gateway to the taiga. Visitors cross paths with the Duka, or Tsatan, semi-nomadic peoples who navigate across the vastness to herd their reindeer as the lake's shore is draped like a blue satin curtain over the tundra. The taiga exposes these tensions. How to do it? Black Tomato Blink camps, which are entirely customizable pop-up luxury camps, can be installed in almost any location on Earth, including the Mongolian taiga. Prices are available upon request. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and stay tuned for more content.